There's a very sobering video. Through Our Lady, through our Lord, we prevail. This is very sobering. First, I have to say I am not suicidal, nor would I ever be. I would fight. I would fight like the 100 against 1,000. That's who I am. And just like Will Sampson said a long time ago when I was younger, very, very poignant movie line. A warrior is a warrior. A warrior, that is his nature. A warrior cannot go against his nature. It's a movie line, but it's very poignant. A warrior cannot go past his nature. He cannot go behind it. He cannot go over it. It is who he is. But yet, warriors with children shouldn't have to endure this. And the answer shouldn't be for warriors to give up their children. There's people in Saginaw County that are targeting single parents to force them to give up their children, especially if they are a veteran, especially if they are white. And that's all I will say about that. But not only white veterans. There's human trafficking going on here, and nobody is doing a damn thing about it. And what they really want is for people to commit suicide. And I say this, it's very sobering. This video is probably not for children. They will try to organize against somebody in every possible agency. They will try to humiliate them. They will try to grab emails, hack phones, get somebody to, go into a situation or sexual or romantic relationship with somebody to shame them. They will do anything they can to humiliate, shame, break the family up, and put into poverty various people, especially, as I said before, men. Largely white men, but not just white men. So apparently there's certain criteria in minority communities that attracts people to do this too. And, I could lay a lot of this at the door of Anonymous because they're just like the Michigan militia, but politicians are too cowardly to go after them. It's an umbrella group. They will absorb black Hebrew Israelites, white Hebrew Israelites. They can sit at the same table in Anonymous. They will grab human traffickers right along with the victims because they can all sit at the same table in Anonymous. They will do anything they can to ruin families, humiliate you, keep you financially destitute. What little medical or financial hope you get, they will try to rip it out from underneath your feet. The police will gaslight you. Matter of fact, the police will find it funny. The people that you live at, certain communities, certain townships around Saginaw County, and they're moving into Bay City too, sadly, folks. Many of these people are very anti-Catholic, very anti-Semitic, but it's not just QAnon, folks. We already know the various Hebrew Israelites, despite some of them getting into Israel, some of these groups can be very anti-Semitic. But again, it's deeper than that. Anonymous is a very anti-Catholic, anti-Semitic group anyway. They always have been. But they will do anything they can to absolutely destroy a parent. And their child will end up into the system and, some kind of foster parent, which actually was the original intention was to adopt the child, and they will. And this is being allowed to happen here. And that's the legal stuff. Our time in Saginaw, we've encountered dozens of babies that were born to poor pregnant mothers, ended up with extremist parents, adopted all underneath the eyes of social services, and sometimes not. Um, it's actually pretty easy to adopt if somebody will sign all the paperwork. You don't need a social worker involved when it's domestic. And this is happening right underneath our noses. And if you go against these people, they will try to spread every kind of possible heinous defamation of character, character assassination, anything they can, whether true or untrue. And I'm not the only person this has happened to. We've encountered a lot of people along the way. And nobody does anything. I'm no organizer now. My medical care has been so crappy, and they try to look good sometimes, whether civilian or VA, but ultimately they use the unable to contact system, or they'll blame the consulting specialist. Oh, they were supposed to call him. And my health has just declined more and more and more. And now, because the real VA has rated me at 60%, and that's just the beginning. We're just starting. And they're trying to flip it here and say, oh no, that's a non-service rating. There's no such thing. They're trying to screw veterans over with a local rating system that is full of garbage. There's no research into it. It's created just to screw veterans over. And I've heard at least 4 people when I called Vet Connect. Now remember, you dial that 1-800-827-1000. Within certain areas of Michigan, you're going to get Vet Connect, the local call center. You're not going to get your regional. You'll get them. And many of them, I used to work at this call center. I mean, the mother call center, not the daughter call centers, the mother. And some of the people there, all they want to do is screw people over. There's no background check. They get paid $15 to $17 an hour, which is a blessing 6 or 7 years ago. And some of the people there, they have a lot of power. And the good people there, they're silent. Some of them very intimidated to step up and say anything. So I'm just putting this out, I mean, there's even good people at the Saginaw VA. The problem is that the good people, it's always been a problem in history, but especially now, good people don't say anything. And like Benjamin Franklin said, if good people say nothing about evil, then evil will continue. And evil will triumph. And so I will just say that, but I encourage people, to reach out to people and, make a battle buddy situation, because if, the only way I've survived this is because I took my code of conduct seriously. Not just once a year, recertification. Every now and then I would watch my code of conduct videos, read my stories of POWs, and renew my commitment to be a warrior. Some others, maybe they haven't done this, and maybe it's breaking them. And all we can do is tell people what's going on, so this gets investigated and these people get prosecuted. Just because Anonymous moves into a city like they did in Indiana, they did in Ohio, and they get their foothold in, their roots in, and they start destroying families, sometimes over nothing. Just because an Anon doesn't like somebody who's not an Anon, they'll go, or they may be an Anon, they'll go after them and absolutely destroy their life, destroy their family, and try to get them to end their life. But here, veteran status, military equipment like simulators, it's all being used against the general population by hackers, by drug traffickers, human traffickers, people pretending to be government investigators, pretending to be police, people pretending to work for the Department of Veteran Affairs, but they don't. People pretending to be legitimate HUD-VASH workers or managers, case managers, but they're not. And they're destroying people. They're ruining families, sometimes trying to go after the kids. That's what's happening. So as I always say, until this town cleans itself up, don't move here, folks. Don't come here. Don't. Don't put your family at risk. I'm not a, read through my videos. I'm not a paranoid guy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I call it as I see it. And when I see something, I dig for evidence. I look for patterns like I'm trained to look for. I look for those people speaking uneasily, sweaty brow, fidgety, they can't sit still. Their words go up and down because they're not emotionally stable. I look for that stuff. I look for the situations like today of Department of Veterans Affairs call center employees calling me back by probably ghosting the VA phone number. These cannot be VA employees. Calling me back, and when I question what regional office are you calling me from, she doesn't answer me. I said, ma'am, what is your identification if you work for the Department of Veterans Affairs? Actually, nobody who works for the Department of Veterans Affairs is going to say that. Yeah, I work at the Benefits Processing Center. That's what they're going to say. And she hung up on me. Older lady, I would say probably 50 to 70 years old. Spent a little bit of time, not in the deep south, but I would say near south, anywhere from probably North Carolina all the way across up into Kentucky, Tennessee. Obviously has some kind of education through high school. That's about it. That's about all I can say right now. I can't really guess race because you can't guess race with voice. Some people think you can, but it's not always true. You can't. But grammar, yeah, she's somewhere from that area. Spent there her whole life? No. I think she's also lived in the Midwest because her accent is worn down. And I can almost guarantee she lives in Buena Vista Township. I find many times these troublemakers do. Countryway, The Crossing, Vista Villa, Autumn Ridge, sometimes the townhomes. I mean, the townhomes, I'm surprised there. It seems like a high secure facility, very safe, high security, with the entrance gates and the key cards and the tall, towering fences and stuff. I'm surprised. Autumn Ridge, I see they're adding a lot of cameras around their property, but it's Wi-Fi. So anyway, I don't know about Vista Villa or the Crossings, or the houses across the way. I forgot the name of that community. But anyway, this is the community that the police always come. This part of Buena Vista, every time there's some kind of crime, they come to this section of town. That says a lot. But there's also good people here, but they're silent. So I will say, I will say that people are really doing this. They're going after people. Actually, I'm just watching a Law and Order episode about somebody using a shaming device, and when people hack you or intercept your messages or try to get you to chat somebody in Facebook or meet somebody uh, through some random meeting somewhere, or I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that I see people are doing, and I know why they're doing it. They're not always doing it to get somebody arrested. Sometimes they're doing it, to tempt them. Hey, a predator, or hey, yeah, here's drugs. Here's an addict. Sometimes it's just to shame people. That person is of age. They are consenting, but it gives an opportunity for them to make money and for them to shame somebody, shame the heck out of them. And simulator, that helps too. Yeah, let's see what everybody does. Who cares? Who cares if it's true or not? You can edit all kinds of video, and these are all military technologies. They're supposed to protect our people overseas from IEDs, from terrorist cells from communicating. But criminal hackers, human traffickers that are protecting each other, and all kinds of gangs and extremist groups, they're using them against our people, right on our very own soil.